Hello? Oh god, what a terrible way to start. I'm like... Yeah, my throat is not incredible, but, you know, it's still alive somewhat. Hello everyone to the, what is it even? Doomlink's Live Hunts. It's part 14, and some of you may be aware that I did record part 14 before. It was in Monster Hunter Online, but I ended up cancelling that. The recording, the latter half of the recording was just me waiting for a guy who wasn't coming back, so it kind of sucks. I'm just going to close my window. There's a bit of background noise. I am currently recording in Portable Third, as you can tell. It's been a little while, and I do have a third person in the process of joining this room right now. We are currently doing an arena epic hunt. It is Gigginox, Tigrex, and Duramboros. So that is underway. I do have my game volume lower than usual. This is the third guy. We'll see if there's another person coming. There is literally a guy here saying, going to hunt after 10 hours. In other words, hunting in 10 hours time. The question I'd like to ask is, who the fuck cares? Probably everyone here right now is not going to be here when you are hunting in 10 hours. But anyway, I'm just going to go and close a window. I will be back momentarily. Seems my my green screen is in the frame, so we will fix that. So usually when I start a Monster Hunter livestream, it's straight into the hunt, but not today. I decided that I would try to have some sort of introduction that wasn't insanely frantic. So here I am, sort of having a relaxed beginning to all of this. I don't have my chats up yet, sorry if anyone's talking to me. I will be able to respond to you within the next 15 seconds, so do be patient, please. Anyway. But yeah, the reason why I didn't go ahead with that Monster Hunter Online recording was because it just, I don't know. I think I wasn't having a great commentary day either. I just sort of felt like I wanted to not, hold on. As far as what I'm doing, I'm just, it's not even worth explaining what I'm doing. It has something to do, or it is related to, my earphones. Can you stop, goddamn? Huh. Okay, there we go. I think the first time that I had this set up with the webcam for playing on PC, I said, be prepared for me to have to constantly readjust this stuff. And I was lucky enough not to actually need to readjust at that time. This time around, however, I think I will be needing to readjust it quite a bit. The game is so loud for me, but anyway, doesn't matter too much. Because I can just change the monitoring volume. And I did lower the game volume for you guys because I feel like most of my streams lately have been too loud, so that is why I have lowered the volume. Just gonna get a general idea of how loud it's going to be. Speaking of loud, like, I'm loud as well, so whatever. I'm basically in the red, so which is a good thing, but also a bad thing, if you understand what I'm saying. I may even drop the volume of my own mic just a bit, because that's a little loud. Is that more acceptable? No. Is that more acceptable? No. Is that more acceptable? No. Is that more acceptable? Yes. That looks a lot better, actually. Let's stick with that, because I don't exactly want to be distorting digitally. So I did mention which monsters we were going to be hunting here, and I honestly don't know if they are going to be simultaneous or they will be one at a time. I haven't a clue. But we will be finding out fairly soon. So let's go ahead and find out now, actually. Okay, so 2 at a time, and then we'll be fighting Duramboros on his own. I'm sure I've done this quest before, but I have a tendency to forget these things. What's going on with the connection? It seems that Tigrex is connecting fairly well, but whoever is hosting the Gigginox has kind of a not good connection to me, at the very least. I'm not going to say that across the board the person has bad connection. That's not very fair to say. They might have a great internet connection, but they might just connect to me poorly. Geographic location is definitely a thing when it comes to connecting to other people, at least at our current internet speeds in the world. Hopefully that will change eventually. I don't know, the advent of 5G might change things, but that's still very much in its infancy, so I'm not going to say anything about that, because mainly because I know nothing, so we're going to just not go there. But regardless, my internet isn't incredible, because I live in Australia, so oftentimes not only is distance, geographical distance, a problem when we have to play with people online, there's also the problem that we have, like, not the best internet in the world, so those are two things that really, really do, I suppose, work against us. Very much not working in our favour sort of thing. Please don't hit me, Mr. Tigrex. But, yeah, I honestly didn't really realise just how bad our internet was compared to other people in the world until I had friends in Southeast Asia getting internet speeds that were far beyond anything that's even possible in Australia. And I'm just thinking, why is it that third world countries have better internet than we do? I still don't actually know the answer to that, but anyway, apparently we don't care very much about internet. And we don't think that having fast internet is important, but literally everyone else in the world does, so yeah. Of course people complain about it. It's not like people don't complain about it to the government. And they tried to do something about it, but their solution was just better than what we had before, but still kind of crap compared to the rest of the world. It's like saying, guys, our internet hasn't been improved upon for like 10 or 15 years. And then they're like, oh, okay, we'll make it so that it's as good as the rest of the world was like 5 to 10 years ago. Which, quite frankly, is not acceptable, because there's this crazy little thing called progress. And the rest of the world is progressing a lot faster than we are in terms of internet. But I'm not going to go into it any further, because it's kind of a subject that I don't want to get into for too long, because I get annoyed about it. But anyway. This is a quest where I'm not really being of much help, because I'm fighting the Gigginox on my own. I don't really know why I'm doing that. I suppose you could call it a subconscious initiative. But anyway. What can you say? Or what can I say? I should say. Let's say a few more times. Get it? I said say twice in that sentence when I was referring to me. Over saying say. Yeah, my commentary is absolutely stellar right now, if you haven't noticed. I knew that head was going to hit me. Looks like Lanza has decided to... I'm calling him Lanza, I'm not calling him Lancer, because that is definitely not his name. I think everyone currently watching can confirm that for themselves. But, yeah. Regardless. What was I saying? I was saying something important, I swear to you. It wasn't just me crapping on about nothing. You have my word. Regardless, I am running... Oh, that's a good point. I'm using a poison weapon against a Gigginox. That's probably not the best thing in the world. My intention was to use something that was not elemental, but as it turns out, I'm using a poison weapon on a Gigginox, which, quite frankly, is not a very effective means of fighting a Gigginox, in case you guys were not aware. I'm sure I didn't need to tell you that, but anyway. It's good to be back in Portable Third. I do not play this game so much anymore, but I have no qualms with playing it. Can you please stop? This guy is just running around, which is kind of what Tigrex does, so maybe I should stop getting upset about him doing what a Tigrex does. I can't get out of the way. There's this crazy little thing called the healing animation, and there's not much I can do about it. But having said that, I do prefer this healing animation to that of a certain other healing animation which exists in a Monster Hunter game, but is in fact not a Monster Hunter game, but is instead a spin-off. So, yeah, come at me. Speaking of which, let's talk very briefly about World. I'm serious when I say very briefly, because I do not like to discuss the likes of Monster Hunter World while playing the traditional Monster Hunter games. It feels dirty. It's like, why would you do that? It's like speaking fondly of, I don't know, your communist country as it was in the past. Well, what I mean is, it's like speaking fondly of a country that is no longer communist, but speaking fondly of it in the sense that, oh, it was once a communist country, and then talking about how great it was back in the day when it was communist. So, it's like awkward. It's like, why would you talk about that? It's currently no longer like that, and it's much better. So, talk about how it is today. You know, I just came up with probably the worst analogy on the face of the planet, but I would like to think that some of you get the general idea of what I was trying to get across. The point is that world is gross, this is beautiful, and talking about world while playing this lovely game is just completely gross. But what I will say... Oh, hi Ristrata. Good to see you. I haven't seen you for a while, actually. But anyway, aside from the weird communist analogy, I have not updated myself on the Iceborne stuff since the... I won't call it the initial announcement because that's not what it was. It was the May sneak preview thing that included the Kushala Daora reskin, which is exactly what we want, the Duramboros reskin, and the Lavazioth reskin. So those monsters were the last ones that I saw. I'm quite sure that a lot has been revealed about Bloodborne since then, but admittedly, I couldn't give half of a shit. So I will continue not giving half of a shit, and we will continue on with the live stream here. I actually do need Mega Potions because I've been healing like crazy due to my absolutely terrible play right now. I did say Iceborne, didn't I? Not Bloodborne. I was thinking of Bloodborne, but I'm quite positive I did say Iceborne in the end. But regardless... Ugh. I actually managed to roll through that, which is not too difficult because it is a very fast attack, so therefore the invincibility frames necessary are much lower. And that is a dead Gigginox, because I basically soloed that fucking thing. Well, not really, Lancer did help me out. I said that I wasn't going to call him Lancer, because that is clearly not his name, look at that. But I just called him Lancer anyway, so that kind of sucks. Regardless, we will now await the arrival of Duramboros. And there's no life powders in the middle of the area, that's kind of rude. We're in this arena and there are no life powders, that's actually akin to a slap in the face. I will get a beverage soon, just after this quest. Probably just, wait, where's my... I thought I had my glass on my desk, apparently not. But, I'm going to make sure that the everything looks alright. And by the everything, I mean the live stream. I am the everything right here. So, yeah. Just making sure she's all looking nice. How's it going? I'm going pretty well. I've been working a lot lately, and as a result, I've not actually been putting as much content onto YouTube. Maybe something like an average of 2 videos per week during the last 3 weeks or so. Maybe that's not even accurate. Maybe I should shut up. But anyway, point is, I haven't been doing as much content as I've actually wanted to. And, what was the pinging for? I thought someone was placing a trap or something, but clearly not. Whoever is hosting the Duramboros is also not having the best connection in the world. Which begs the question, if the third monster has not yet spawned... Okay, let's say you have 3 people on your team. Let's say first monster is hosted by the actual quest host. Second monster is hosted by player 2. If the third monster has not yet spawned, will the third player automatically host that third monster? That is the question. Okay, no, point is, I'm making references from like, how long ago is that now? 9 years ago. Anyway, Akechi broke off. I am assuming that he was the one hosting the Duramboros, and if not, whoever was hosting the Duramboros was really not connecting well to him, so bad news for that guy. I also just realised that I'm using a gun lance and have not been using Wyvern Fire. That's probably a terrible thing. I haven't been playing too much of Monster Hunter in general, but when I do play Monster Hunter, it's this, so yes, good old Monster Hunter is indeed treating me well. think my last live stream for Monster Hunter was in 3 Ultimate, and I do intend to continue recording for that game. It's just that it's more of a game that I play when I have a lot of time on my hands, and I'm happy to do like a 2-hour plus long live stream. Generally, when it comes to the live stream series that I'm doing here, Doomlink's Live Hunts, it's... I bet I introduced this as Doomlink's Random Hunts. I have a feeling that I introduced this live stream that way. I meant to say Doomlink's Live Hunts, but anyway. Point is, generally those live streams go for about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes, 2 hours, close to the maximum. But when I am playing, I should be aiming for the tail, that is the weak point. My negligence, long story short. But yeah, when I am playing 3 Ultimate, it's very easy to go above 2 hours, and it's not so much the fact that I don't want to live stream for too long. That kind of was the case when I was first live streaming. Because the idea of my live streams back when I first started, and they're still kind of the case now, is the fact that I want them to be perfectly viewable when not watching live. But I've sort of become more forgiving of super long live streams in spite of that fact. So it's more a factor of time spent in my day live streaming when it comes to the length of the live streams themselves. If I have a lot of time on my hands for a day, I'll go play 3 Ultimate and spend, 2 or 3 hours playing. But a game like this, I've pretty much had my fun about an hour and a half in. It feels natural to end the live stream there. It's not like I'm intending on ending it at that specific time whenever I play this game, but anyway. I don't even think I've managed to poison this Duramboros yet, which is kind of sad. I'm supposed to have status up on this set, I'm pretty sure. And I failed to actually... Oh my god, what the fuck is going on? I think yeah. I pressed something on my controller, probably the PlayStation Home button. And, not the game PlayStation Home. I didn't realize that was a game until, like, someone actually said, oh, you do realize that's a game. Because someone was talking about it, and I'm thinking, what? Isn't it just like the home screen for PlayStation? No, it's not. But anyway. It's not a matter of getting used to streaming longer. It's just... I don't have that sort of time. My idea of spending a day doing something is not just recording, unfortunately. But I have a lot of things that I enjoy doing, and I would prefer to just do this. I'm used to streaming longer. Used to it enough anyway. It's more the point of me wanting to do something else. Because of how much more slow-paced 3 Ultimate is to play with other people, it's a lot easier to spend more time because everything takes longer, so you naturally are happy to play it for like 3 hours or something, whereas this game is a bit more fast-paced, so I've usually had enough about an hour and a half in, so yeah. But then again, time as well. And I want to spend literally like all my day. You have to understand, like, I wake up really late oftentimes because I work late hour shifts. I woke up at midday today. So imagine if I do a 5-hour fucking stream. It'll be the evening and I will not have done anything in my day. Like, this is what we're talking about here. I don't really want to do that, so yeah. Alright, I'm gonna shoot you in the... Looked like that was in the crotch in the end. It's very annoying that we did lose one guy. Hopefully we can get another team of 3 relatively easily. It does make it easier when we do have a well-established room in Arzuros. So, we've got 2 people here, it's been up for a while, people have been looking at it, probably. So, we might have someone ready to rotate in. We may even have someone waiting to just join the quests in general. We'll have to see how that goes. Anyway. I will try to aim for the tail a little bit more, because of course that is the weak point. There we go, he just gave me a great opportunity to hit it. Probably going to break the tail case sometime soon. Although the first break was only recently achieved, so... Oh, why am I trying to reload my gun lance? I think I saw myself drop sharpness, and then for some reason I considered reloading my gun lance to sharpen. Ask Subconscious Doomlink. Obviously, Subconscious Doomlink is not doing much thinking right now. There we go, there is the tail case. And the tail case, when the tail case is on, it is a lot easier to hit the tail because it is a physically larger object. So you don't need to be as accurate with your aim. At least that's my theory. I'm pretty sure that's true. Can you just die? Of course, Duramboros does have a lot of health. I'm assuming that he does have reduced health, given that it is a triple monster quest. But even having said that, we are 2-manning right now. And I'm not entirely confident in my damage output, admittedly. So, I'm not sure if this guy has any particular resistance to poison, but I feel like I haven't poisoned him very much, all things considered. I can't see anything. Now I can see something, which is Duramboros. And I would hope that would be the case. If I were fighting Duramboros and I couldn't see Duramboros, that would probably make things a little hard. Oh god, bad timing. What I love about that is that he was not necessarily aiming for anything at that time. He ended up hitting me anyway. Sad times. Alright. I'm not going to make a projection for how long this is going to take. But I can say, in a wishful thinking sort of manner, hopefully it'll be done in 2 minutes. I don't know. I really have no idea. I say that because I don't know. I don't like 2-manning monsters. It's kind of boring to me. The more people I have in the team, I feel that it becomes more enjoyable, so... Anyway. If I have to sort of move my head weirdly, it's because my actual webcam setup is kind of in the way of the right side of my screen, so I can't really see that much stuff, so... It's kind of a nightmare. But that's alright. At least it visually looks better than it did before. Because I do prefer it to be a little bit more front on. It doesn't have to be directly front on, like this. But it's okay if it's angled slightly to the side. I don't mind that too much. But yeah. That is it for this particular epic hunting quest. And once again, I do hope that we have a person to join. We do have 3 people in the room. It's probably the guy who disconnected before. I can probably show the Discord chat, because I did say that I was going to do that. I'll let them know that we finished the quest. You can see that the room, Any High Rank Hunts, which was started by me, has 3 people in it. So I don't know if it's a different person, or if it's the person who disconnected in the hunt before. Forgot his name, but he was the first person to join, funnily enough, so... Commendation Plus and Wyvern Stone. How many of those do I have? 73. Jesus, I don't think I need more. I think it would be better just to sell it. Take those Gigginox claws, I don't have many of those. How I work it is anything that I don't have a lot of, I will take. And then the rest I will sell. Alright, we'll sell the rest. Actually, I think Pale Extract is useful for... What's it useful for again? I keep thinking of Dash Extractor. Pale Extract, actually, probably. I'm sure it's used in some sort of combination, but I can't remember now. Saber is here, so it is not the person who disconnected before. We'll see what we want to hunt next. I don't know if Saber is here, probably isn't. But regardless. As you can see, he has a very nicely named cat. Last time I checked, Hitler was not pink, but I could always be wrong. I mean, obviously Hitler was not pink, but it's a cat, so... Because Hitler wasn't a cat, I can't exactly say that this cat should be a particular colour. Because, anyway, don't worry about it. Maybe Hitler was a cat. Who is to say that he wasn't? That is the question. Apparently it is Hunsterverse Anniversary Month. I'll actually show you, because I can, so I will. You can see that it's double EXP, which is obviously experience, so extra Hunsterverse points. Oh god, someone just said... Android user. Lanza really likes using this RIP emote, so... I don't know if the other guy is here or not. Is he here? He is here. That's good. Happy to see that. So, as far as what we will hunt, I'm not too sure. I would actually like to complete all of my epic hunts, because I haven't done that. As you can see, I do have a few epic hunting quests that have not been completed. I have this one here. I have this one, this one, this one. And then, yeah. I might go from here. I do prefer epic hunting quests that are not in arenas. I do not really appreciate arena quests because it doesn't feel like I'm in the environment, you know. I prefer to be in the environment for sure. So, we might do this, which I suppose would be fire element if I were to use a particular element. Yeah, they're happy to do whatever. Gonna let them know that we're hunting Ludroth, Arzuros, and Green Narg. Alrighty. So hopefully they actually read the chat and don't just go and post their own quest, because I was wanting to actually do my own quest at this point. So, fire. What do I feel like using? I do actually have a hunting horn here. But, I haven't been using hunting horn lately, so... I suppose we could use fire. Not that. We can use greatsword. I think we have already established that I needed to use a fire weapon. Thank you, Doomlink. Rathalos Gleam Sword. There you go. Oh dear. One thing that I do need to work on in this game is the dual blades. I've not really made any dual blades for this character. I've made the poison dumplings and some random raw damage dual blades, so obviously not too terribly interesting, but I will change that at some point in the future. I do actually have a dual blade set that I'm planning to make, but it requires a talisman that I do not have in my possession at the moment, and I spent so much time grinding the talisman that I have here in this particular build. If I can show you it. It's Hearing 5, 2-slot. That took me a frickin' long time to grind. And the result of that is that I really did not want to start grinding for whatever talisman I needed for my dual blade set that I was planning. I think it's like a 10-point expert dual 1-slot, something like that. I don't remember, but it's not going to be easy to get, so yeah. Maybe if I were more savvy with charm tables, I would be able to manage it. And how charm tables work in this game is that it changes every time you load into the game. It's not like, say, 3 Ultimate, where your charm table is something that is static and you're stuck with it for the entirety of your character's existence. It's instead a lot more, well, controllable in this game, but I tend to not control it. So, yeah. So we do have a guy who has no picture and no name, who is looking for quests. Unfortunately, we have already departed, so he's not going to be joining this quest anytime soon. Or more specifically, he won't be joining this quest at all. And once again, it is good to be out in the field, as opposed to in some frickin' arena, because being in the arena does not do it for me. I don't mind an arena quest from time to time if it's something particularly interesting. It's just that I much prefer to actually be in the field like I am right here. I feel like it's been a little while since I was last hunting in the deserted island. I love to actually hunt in the deserted island because this is, of course, the beginning area for Tri, and I have a lot of fond memories in this place. Just behind us here is the old pellet glitch location for Tri, which was a lot of fun. I spent many hours being the gunner, and also enjoying some adventures through the invisible walkways within the mountains, and also like going down to where that bridge is, that bridge looking thing is in the distance, and continuing further on through there, way into the like above the water areas and stuff like that. And there's also like a snowy cave in there somewhere. It's my memory of it. I think it was snowy. But there's like a little cave, secret cave in the mountains. Of course, in a location that you could not possibly access unless you were glitching. But, yeah. Those were good times. You had to do things like that in Tri, because there was not much to do in that game, so you had to be creative. And I have to say, I did not have any problems enjoying myself in that game. It was good fun. But anyway. Getting a nice critical strike there, because we do of course have critical draw, which is pretty damn important for any greatsword build. That is a dead Ludroth. Next is Arzuros, and I'm assuming they are spawning individually. I don't think they're all here at the same time. Is this Mega Potions? Probably. But let me just double check. Yes. So, I don't know if we have to wait for Arzuros to spawn. I will actually drink a Psycho Serum. We do have to wait for him to spawn. Because of course, the Psycho Serum would tell us if there was another enemy in the area. So, Grey Nargacuga, oh, it's a double Arzuros. I didn't realise that. Well, that's cool. I'm not sure where he spawns, and I don't necessarily think that Lanksa, sorry, I should actually say his name correctly. Lanksa, he probably knows, maybe? I don't know. I was going to say that he probably doesn't know, but now that he's pinging, maybe he does know. Pretty sure that's the starting point for Green Nargacuga, not for double Arzuros, so I don't know what he's doing. I could always be wrong, but let's launch him. Did the Arzuroses really spawn from that hole? Maybe they do. They do. Well, he has a better idea of what's going on than I do. Fair enough. I did not know that they appeared through there. I don't know who we're attacking first, but it probably doesn't really matter too much. Oh god. Using the greatsword is going to be slightly challenging here. They're both doing the pinning attack at the same time. I think I might have hit both of them there. I'm not entirely sure. Oh dear. So you can see that one of them is hosted by me. It's this one here. And then that one's hosted by someone else. I think. Probably. Ah! It's very annoying when you just miss that strike before you get hit. Sad times. One big benefit for critical draw, for me, is that draw attacks are not horrendously weak. They actually do a little bit of damage. And sometimes draw strikes are the best that you can manage, like here. So, critical draw is actually very useful in that way as well, I find. Oh shit, you see, like, draw strikes are pretty much my thing right now. We're gonna have to stick down a trap. Which is kind of ridiculous that I'm saying that for a pair of Arzuros monsters, but I think it is actually necessary. Because they're not staying in one place. Oh god. Well, that was good timing on that upswing. I think I was saved from certain demise, to put it in a very dramatic way. It's obviously very dramatic because they're just Arzuros monsters. So. I don't like saying Arzuroses, it sounds dumb. And I don't think Arzuros would be the plural form of that word, so, or of that name. Please die. There. Some people actually did have trouble with Al-Shida, this monster here, back when the game first came out. Because the general feeling was that he was harder than, say, Great Jaggy from Tri. And Great Jaggy was the first monster that you would fight in Tri. First Lance monster, that is, more specifically. And, was not the case in this game. You do have Great Jaggy here, but the first monster you would fight was Al-Shida. And he, you know, can give you some problems. He does a little bit more damage than Great Jaggy. And he also has these rather obnoxious claw attacks. So I did hear about certain people having problems with it. I think Nick from the Monster Hunter video podcast was having problems with it. So that is one person that I can think of. Alright, so I think we stay here for Green Nargacuga. If not, then he might spawn in Area 5. But we'll rely on Lankza to let us know where the Green Nargacuga might be located. Or appearing. Oh god. Sorry. Just stretching. It's a thing that I do. And I think most people do it. But anyway. So Saber is using the Black Diablos Lance. I don't think I've used the Diablos Lance since Tri, admittedly. Of course there was only the Diablos Lance in Tri, you couldn't get the Black Diablos Lance in Tri, because there was no Black Diablos, ha ha ha. But yeah. That's interesting, they despawn at different times. Would never have guessed that. Alright, I'm gonna stick down a trap. It's kind of not in the right spot, but anyway. We can use it. We can use it later. That's alright. I was going to say he might actually combo right into it, and I will say, this is a frickin' big Green Nargacuga. Look at him. He's a frickin' monster. Well, he is a monster, yes. It's Monster Hunter, but the point is that he is frickin' big. Just going to attack the body here. I'm going to go into a slam charge. It's not something that I often do. The slam charge I'm pretty sure does more damage in this game than it did in Tri. I made the determination in Tri that the slam charge did less damage than a regular overhead charge. Now, I don't know if that's accurate at all, but I'm pretty sure that through, like, experimentation, I had determined that the smash charge did less damage. Which kind of is in violation of all logic when it comes to greatsword combos, but the smash charge was first introduced in Tri, so maybe it was broken. But I can tell you that I do not feel the same sort of brokenness when doing the smash charge in this game, which is a good thing, because if it were broken in 2 iterations of the game, it would have been kind of bad, but I'm pretty sure it was just broken in Tri. And obviously that wouldn't be entirely strange, because a few things were broken in Tri. Cough, switch, axe, cough. No, I'm not actually going to physically cough, because that's not helpful. I spent like 2 weeks coughing. I don't need to start coughing in a pretend manner. That's not helpful at all. Anyway. Let's get away from that tail. He's going for the double. And you could see that I stayed away because the range of that is not to be underestimated. Oh, good head break, actually. Yeah, I do enjoy the greatsword a lot. The greatsword dance, as I like to call it, is probably one of the most enjoyable ways to play the game. It's not just about finding the right time to go for a charge. It's also knowing when to give up on the level 3. Because the reality is sometimes the monster's going to move, the monster's going to hit you, and reading for a level 3 charge is not going to help you if you constantly get hit out of it. You want consistent damage. So settling for a level 1 charge or a level 2 charge is going to be better for you in the long term in terms of your damage output than if you are constantly failing level 3 charges. You're probably not going to make up that damage by getting successful level 3 charges, as compared to actually getting successful level 2s and level 1s consistently. And I love that about the greatsword. It's so easy to perform poorly with it. But if you can perform well with it, it rewards you in a great way. Or it rewards you a great deal. I used to do, I think that was a level 1 smash charge. There you go, come on Lancer, nice! I was hoping for a kill actually, but a flinch, well, a break flinch works well as well. Every freaking game that I play, it's a different button to skip the cutscene. I'm so sick of it. Anyway. So, or the death animation I should say. The death scene, whatever you want to call it. I have some mega potions to carve. Just 2. Alrighty. Let's have a look and see if we have a 4th person appearing. Going to check to see. Oh, we do have a fourth person in the room. It's V3. I think my last live stream was with V3, wasn't it? No, that was... I was just saying before that was 3 Ultimate live stream. No, V3 was not with me for that. My last Unite stream... Sorry. My last Unite stream was with V3. In terms of what quest we're doing next, I don't know. We might do something for someone else, or we might do one of my quests. I don't know. We're not going to be doing anything for V3 because he doesn't need anything in this game. So, maybe it will be for some other person. Alright, once again, I'll check to see what I don't have much of. I would say that anything under 15 is something that I'm going to take. It's probably my rule. I didn't necessarily have a specific number in mind, like 15, but I suppose, realistically, that would probably be it. Alrighty. V3 is using the bow. The reason why I haven't been using the bow very much is because I overused it a little bit, and I want to get some uses up with different weapon types. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to ask if anyone has something that they need, just so that I can be inclusive. Just asking if anyone needs something in particular. Is Lankzer done? He might be. I think it's good to have the chat on the screen like this, because once again it allows you guys to see what the hell's going on, so... Yeah, not being able to see this is kind of being half blind as to what's actually happening. Okay, so no one's come forward saying that they have something they want to hunt. So I suppose I will put up my own quest. Let's have a look and see what we're doing. Much to fear. What is a good element for this? There isn't really a good element. What is Volvidon weak to elementally? Is it ice? Excuse me. Shit. Alright, well, so I'm going to tell them what we're doing, and I'll show you guys the chat while I do that. Barroth, Volvidon, Sand Barioth. S. Barry, I shorten it to. Alrighty. So I'm going to go and change weapons to something, and I don't know what it's going to be, but it will be something. Maybe, no, maybe not a bow. Maybe, I could run Toxic Javelin. Let's do that. Just something different. I do need to get uses up with the lance because I just do not use the lance very much. It's not one of my favorite weapon types. Seriously. Damn it. So we'll run Toxic Javelin and just do that. Don't even remember making this weapon, really. Maybe this was the first... Yeah, I think this was the first lance that I made. Because, you know, it's applicable in multiple hunts. So, I don't think I have sat in the hot spring, so I will do that. And I will also drink something. Because as I have mentioned in the past, while recording Portable Third, I do have a need for drink tickets. So, I will make sure that I'm constantly drinking. I don't really need anything from these guys, so we won't go with Lucky Cat. Actually, I will have attack up large. Fuck me dead. I keep pressing the wrong thing. Because it's circle to select in this game. It's the Japanese way. Anyway. Alrighty. So I'm going to prepare a beverage just now before we start. Gonna get my Psycho Serums, I think. Yeah, there we go. Did I have 80 something in my inventory? That's crazy. Yeah, I had like a number of... oh, that's an interesting set. Luxury bath towel. Almost looks like a Roman emperor, but anyway. We're going to depart on the quest for the benefit of my team, and I'm going to set up a drink that is, if I'm not spawned immediately into some fight, we will have a look and see. Looks like... I thought Volvidon would start here, apparently not. I will drink for heat resistance, and I will enter this area, and then time out. I'll be back momentarily. Wrong frickin' audio. I thought I had the right one. Sorry guys, my green screen has decided to shit itself, so I need to go and try and set that up again. Alright, give me a moment. I'm telling you. It is a precarious setup. I'm getting assaulted. But, yeah. The green screen setup that I have, and I've talked about it before, it's weird. So, yeah. Hopefully my volume isn't too low. I think it's alright. Yeah, it should be fine. I'm talking about my vocal volume. I just don't want to be in the red so much, because it causes digital distortion. It's not really what I'm looking for. Alright. Sorry team, I'm back. I'm probably not even going to heal from that. I've got my substation number 41, which is a rum that's probably a little bit too sweet for my tastes, but... Anyway. Just gonna wipe out this bottle over the course of I don't know how long. I'm trying not to have as much to drink these days, and it's paying off. Well, the initiative is paying off in the sense that I'm succeeding in not having as much to drink. But yeah. Alright, let's get moving. So they are fighting a Barroth at the moment. Let me just reposition my mic one moment. Sorry for the bumping. The bumping. That is a dead Barroth. I helped. I don't need anything. I have all the max potions that I need. So Volvidon is next, and I believe they are spawning one at a time. So I know where I need to go for this Volvidon confrontation. I suppose I should apologise to you guys for not assisting in the Barroth's hunting, because, to be honest, it's more fun if you guys can actually see what the hell's going on in the hunt, and I just sort of stood there, fixing my green screen the whole time. I don't know what Lankzer is doing. Fighting Melinx, apparently. Which is fine. One really nice thing about playing Portable Third is that I have my game sound in my ears, you see. So you can hear the ambient noises of these locations a lot better than, say, in Tri. Which I think is pretty cool. Oh, sorry if I hit you. I do not like lance charging, because if you don't have amazing connection, you can just hit people even though they're not in the way on your screen. Saber and I are both running lance. Oh god. Oh, that was a nice flinch. Did you see that? That was nice. I did not have the stamina for that. I'm about to get flinched to hell. I would be happy if I could get off at least one poison. I would be a happy chap. Oh, apparently the last two monsters spawn at the same time. Unless that is an additional of invading monster. I think I just got launched out of the area. No, I didn't. That, oh. It was very close and I did end up edging in. Oh, he came after me! I'm surprised that happened. I feel like that was way too soon for him to be leaving the area. But anyway, I suppose not. He's charging off somewhere. More specifically to the next hunt. Which is not... Oh, it's 2 Volvidon. That makes sense. I was going to say, hold on, why the hell is Sand Barioth here? Alright. I honestly forget that it's 2 of these, but it makes sense because just fighting one would be kind of boring and not exciting at all. V3 is using the Amatsumagatsuchi Switch Axe, which I do not have in my possession. I have a preference for the... Well, it's not called the Demon Bind, I don't think. It's like the first form of the Gemaran Switch Axe, but the Gemaran Switch Axe is what I do prefer, so... Yeah. I think this thing sharpens up to blue. I love the look of this thing. It is indeed a javelin. I was about to say, it's like a javelin, and then I realized, oh yeah, it's called a javelin, yeah. Really nice, Doomlink. Also love the sort of sickle crimson moon on the, I suppose the bottom of the, well, the opposite end of the javelin, yeah. I don't think it helps with its javelin aerodynamics, but it's nice to have there. Looks cool. Where is Mr. Oh, that's right. We have to wait for him to spawn. I was expecting him to be here. I'm like, where is he? Just wait, Doomlink, please. Anyway. I couldn't even be bothered fighting these Steelix, to be honest. Could not even be bothered. Oh, shit. Problem is, because I am recording system audio, things like, you know, Discord notifications, do indeed interrupt the stream. And I don't think I was able to mute that. It's too freaking hard. I need to, like, look around my webcam setup, because I did say that my webcam setup sort of hides the far right side of my screen, and of course the audio, or the system audio options do exist on that side of the screen, so I can't see it. Anyway, just don't want to be craning my neck being an idiot for the whole time, so I'm just going to hope that no one pings me in Discord again. So we do have a trap down just over there. We'll wait for the, what do you call it? The stun period? Yeah, to wear off. Naturally, with Barioth, you want to be attacking the arms, or the wings, whatever you want to call them. Both are correct. He has wings attached to his arms, so you can say both. So close to the edge of that tornado, by the way. Charge! And I have already poisoned him. Let's try and line up with the trap, shall we? I'm gonna go and charge to it. Just get there nice and quick. Alright, should be coming after us soon. Here we go. Oh, I love it when he goes to jump into that tornado and it just does not stay. That is a weird way to describe it. But anyway, point is the twister sort of disappears before he can do anything and he just sort of lands on the ground. He's like, oh. Sort of this disappointment. Anyway, good hunt. Of course, they have reduced health, and if we have a team of 4, they're not going to last very long. I don't believe I had to heal for that hunt. Look at this guy. Shirtless man. That's the Pirate J waist piece. So, shirtless man with eye patch and beard, apparently. Look at that. Look at that beard. I don't think it works with that hairstyle so well, you know. Look at that. Don't necessarily have a problem with someone having a beard like that for their character, but it does not work with that particular hairstyle. That Sasuke hairstyle. I'm gonna charge all 3 of these guys. You ready? Oh, that did not work. They should have stayed in that position. I'll hit V3. Whoa! Well, oh, you can still move. I didn't know that I could change directions at that point. I knew that I was able to continue charging, but it actually gives me the ability to change directions, which makes sense actually, because I'm used to being able to charge in games that force you to stand still after the quest has ended. I think I'll just take all this stuff. Yeah. Alright. Money is important, but not that important. Alright. So, I think we're just going to continue doing these epic hunt quests until I have no more to do. Because none of these guys seem to have anything in particular that they want to hunt. So, seeing as though I have something I want to hunt, we'll do that. So I think Lanksa is done now. So, he is currently typing, not that you can see that. Alright. So, next we will probably do this quest in terms of what element to use. Again, probably not a specific element, so I'll just decide on something to use. Next is Steel, Uragaan, Great. Wroggi. No, Great Wroggi. And Rathalos. Excuse me. So Hitler and Cat Slave number 1. Wow. Anyway. My cat's name is an inside joke. But anyway. What are we using? I reckon we could run with poison, maybe. Poison bow. No, because Wroggi is poison, so he'll be resistant to that. Maybe dragon is the way to go. Let's run dragon. Good idea, Doomlink. So, what weapon type shall I use? I do not have a dragon hunting horn, so I will not do that. Could run hammer. Yeah, let's run hammer. I already have the metamorph equipped here. And one thing that I do love about this game is that it is indeed a high rank game. So therefore it has the same, like, end weapon upgrade names as Try. Because, of course, the highest rarity level in Try was 7, so... Going to post the quest and get into that hot spring. The guy currently typing in Hunsterverse has a ridiculous name. I'm going to show you what it is as he sends his message. Oh, he's decided not to send a message after all. It's a ridiculous name, and I want to show you guys it, if he does actually talk. It's like, why? Anyway. We'll just have something random. Weakener will do. I haven't talked to Whis in quite a while. He's one of the... he's sort of an assistant moderator. But he's a cool guy. Fairly knowledgeable about Monster Hunter, more so than I am. At least when it comes to the older games. I never take pickaxes with me. It's like I can't mine anymore. Like, the number of mining runs I did in the volcano to get the talisman that I have for my great sword set, it's like, I don't even want to have pickaxes in my inventory. I'm scarred for life. He probably doesn't even remember me. We haven't talked for like a year, probably. Or 8 months, something like that. Hold on. May as well show you the conversation. Just wondering if he wanted to hunt, because we do have an open space. If he's interested in hunting, then he can definitely join us here. Oh. At this point, I'm just breathing. That is positive. Okay, so seeing as though Whis is just breathing, we'll just, I'll just start the quest. What can I say? Ah! Alright, my audio input is still here. But I just had quite a green screen problem, and you guys were able to witness that, which I'm glad you were able to witness it, because it makes it a lot more epic. It's like this, it's like the background itself is falling away, which is exactly what's happening, but okay. I need to go and deal with that for 1 moment. It took out my rum bottle, it took out a few things, I think. But yeah, that was quite chaotic. Ugh. I will indeed have to take some time to fix this. Probably about a minute. I do apologise for that, guys, but you have to understand that the green screen setup that I have is seriously silly. Seriously silly. Such that it can literally fall backwards like that. Sorry once again. Alright, I think she's secure. I think. Are we alright? That'll do. Jesus. Crazy. Anyway. Earphones back in. Oh. So Whis was... I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if he's joining the hunt. He's checking to see what guild halls there are. Oh, he was peeking into my guild hall specifically. But, yeah, we're currently on a quest, so... Okay. I apologise once again. This is the second time in a row this has happened now. Where at the start of the quest I'm just sort of... doing something that is not related to hunting the monsters, so... It looks like Whis is going to join for the hunt, which is kind of cool. Well, not join for this hunt, but he's going to join my room. So I will hold a slot open for you. Hold a slot open for him, but I'm going to say I'll hold a slot open for you. Fuck off! God, leave me alone. I feel very sensitive at the moment, given what just happened with my green screen. A little bit of entertainment. Didn't hurt anyone. Saber is about to die. Seriously. You don't get much closer to dying than that. He cannot heal, and he had like 5 health. Pretty rough. Anyway, probably less than 5 health. Right, upswing the face. Alrighty. So, the aim, of course, given that we are using a hammer, is to do that. That happened much sooner than I was expecting. I'm assuming that V3 did an elemental burst in the face with his switch axe. Pretty sure that has KO value to it. So that worked out really nicely. Okay, I was worried that I was going to get touched by that tail, but that was a rather fast hunt. Obviously because I was not present for it for most of it, so... I do not need to heal, so I will not be carving. What is next? It is... Wroggi. So I'll head in this direction. Seems that both of them had to heal a little bit, so... Let's head over here. I think one spawns in this area, and another spawns to the area just south of this. So, I apologise that I do not refer to them by area number. It just so happens that I do not remember them. Apparently this is Area 5, quite similar to how the equivalent area in the deserted island is also Area 5. Good to know. That'll be easy to remember then. Oh, I missed him. God, you are frickin' beefy, man. Just die. Here we go. This Wroggi is not going to last very long at all. Looks like I'm going to be soloing him, which I'm happy to do. Oh, I was hoping to get some sort of backwards hitbox on that golf swing, but it did not happen. Oh, I haven't had my chats up, so hopefully no one's talking to me. If anyone's talking to me, I am very sorry. No one's talking to me, thank God. It's not like I don't want people to talk to me, but I would prefer to not have people talking to me than have people talk to me but me not respond to them, if you understand. So. And for those who are not aware, the reason why sometimes the YouTube chat in the post-recording says that the YouTube chat has been disabled, it's not because I've actually gone and disabled the chat. It's because no one during the stream talked on the YouTube chat. So there's no chat to display. That is the case on YouTube so far. So that is likely going to be the case for this live stream. There just will not be a YouTube chat. So yeah, it's not like I've gone and disabled something. It's not how that works. Gone and lost my white sharpness, but that's alright. I think this Wroggi is going to die kind of soon. Hopefully. He should have reduced health, so seriously. I don't think he's going to last too much longer. I think... no. That sounded like a dying cry, but it wasn't. He limps away way too freaking fast. Cannot catch up to it. Mega potion. Just making sure. So he should be down here, joining these guys. Oh, they just killed theirs. Shit, where did he go? Zargo Serum. Did you kill both of them? Oh, I couldn't see the other one. That was funny. I actually could not see. See, from this angle, it looks like there's one. Anyway, so they did kill two, which is good. And Saber is using the Nargacuga hunting horn. What are you going to play? Play us a song. Defense boost large? I'll take that. So if we stick around here, Rathalos should spawn in this spot. That is assuming he doesn't spawn up in the volcano, which he probably won't. So I think we're safe. I'll take this time to refill me glass with some rum. It's funny, the rim of this glass has like marks on it because, you know, it's been really cold lately, and so the wind on my lips has caused them to be dried out. So therefore, it has become necessary to wear a lot of lip balm. So as a result, this glass has like lip balm marks on it. So by balm I mean B-A-L-M, for those who do not understand me when I talk. I don't know, might be some of you. Also, sorry for the upswing V3, that is not quite what I wanted to do. So we will go for the KO on this Rathalos for sure. Why do I bother saying things like that? I'm using a fucking hammer, of course I'm going for a KO. It's worth mentioning, however, that I do not have flash bombs, so he's not going to get flash bombed out of the air anytime soon. I was hoping for the head gold swing though, but I missed it sadly. Sorry V3, you're just in the wrong... You're in the wrong place at the wrong time, man. So, what can I say? I wasn't too sure if that was going to knock him out. I was kind of hoping the golf swing would do it. Maybe 2 more upswings would be my estimate. So the reason why you can't hear me mashing the buttons is because I'm actually using my left and right analog sticks and spinning them in a circle. I find that to be a really effective way to actually break out of a pin. Oh, it was 1 upswing. Fair enough. Yeah, I find that to be a really effective way to break out of a pin without making a ridiculous amount of noise. So, yeah. For anyone who hasn't tried that, I would recommend that. Although the Classic Controller Pro, or just Classic Controller in general on Wii, if you are playing Trial 3 Ultimate, that does make a bit of noise when you're moving the analog sticks there, because they're quite similar to the GameCube controller in that there are actual grooves that the analog stick can sort of, I guess, click into. Well, didn't need to heal for this quest, so no carving for me. I did collect a shiny though, so... Still, I didn't heal, so... Victory! Not Victorique, because that was my... was my first world character back on PS4. But she no longer exists, sadly. She has been thrown into the ether. Actually, she does still exist on my PSN account, probably. If I were to get a PS4 again, she'd probably still exist. Probably. Maybe. No, probably not. She probably isn't saved on my PSN account, you know? She was probably saved on that PlayStation 4. So yeah, she has disappeared into the ether. But she does exist on a few recordings that exist on my channel. Let's say exist a few more times. Yes, I managed to... Oh yeah, that was a bit delayed, but I did manage to upswing that guy. If you're running hammer, you can't just not upswing people after the quest. That's just an abomination of... Well, it's... Let's say it's complete negligence, because it is your duty as the hammer user to upswing people after the quest. Also, nice ending strike right there. Pretty sure that is... Is that a super pound from me? I don't know, maybe not a super pound, but... It's definitely an overhead pound of some description. It's gonna have to sort of move my head in an awkward way to actually be able to see that. I thought that was a large Wroggi, but it's just a silver crown, not a gold crown. Alright, Whis is here. I'm gonna ask V3 to CTY because I don't think he has done that yet. I'm going to... Shit, it's so hard to... Has V3 talked? I just need to ping him. It's freaking hard. Oh, Mac is here. I'm not gonna call him Mac 2 anything. Shit. How am I supposed to... I'm trying to ping V3. Hold on. I'm assuming he's using, like, characters that are not from the keyboard, but instead are, like, copy and pasted or whatever. Mac just used a really stupid emote that's on Hunsterverse. It's the laughing Shiba Inu. I'm assuming that's what that dog is. But it's been edited to look like a Zinogre, which is pretty funny. I find that to be pretty funny. Mac has a bonus, apparently. BRY joined. This is a frickin'... Okay, guys, this is a really good room right now. It's like the trifecta here, or the quadrifecta. Because we are like we're the big boys. I'm not necessarily. These three play a lot of the older Monster Hunter games, so... BRY is, by a long shot, the most played person on Hunsterverse. Well, most played person. He's the person who has played the most on Hunsterverse, has the most friendship points, etc, etc. V3 is probably in the top 5, and so is Whis, so... Yeah. Anyway, good team. And needless to say, I'm the only person who needs anything in this room, so... Going to... oh yeah, you guys haven't even been able to see who's in the room because I've had the chat up, but anyway. Sorry. Going to communicate to them. CP, that's how you ping everyone in the party. Purple Ludroth. What's the name of that Gigginox subspecies again? Baleful. Agnaktor and Jade Barroth. Alright. So, I will change to something. What is a good element? There isn't a good element. I'll have to go with... I'm gonna go heavy bowgun, normal shots. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna equip set. We'll go... where's my normal? Here we go. And this is how we're going to tackle this hunt. Doesn't really matter what I equip, to be honest, because these three will pretty much... Oh, fucking hell. Who sniped? It's the guy with the stupidly long name. See this? I don't know if you guys can see it. And I still have the chat up, I know, but... I can't even ping this guy. He's not even speaking English, this fucking... Okay, has he left yet? He's getting kicked the fuck out. Get ready. He's kicking himself. He's literally kicking himself. I think it's him, isn't it? I thought it was him. Okay, whatever. I'm pretty positive that was him. Unless there were two people with very similarly stupid long names. Dante Devil is the PPSSPP name of that person with a stupidly long name, for those who are not aware. That's why the names do not match up. So the Discord name and the PPSSPP name are not necessarily the same. But anyway, that was quite funny. Okay, so I need to go and get myself some ammunition, so we will do that now. I probably won't need combination materials, but we'll bring them anyway. Bring as many huskberries as I have in my inventory. We'll get the needleberries. And then top up our huskberries from the store. And we should be good. What else does this gun shoot? It shoots some elemental stuff. Mainly looking for status. What does it shoot? It shoots paralysis level 2, but it only shoots 1, and the recoil would probably be a joke, so I won't bother. These guys don't need my paralysis. Anyway, you guys can see who's in the room now. This is a pretty good team. To be honest, if I had to get the best possible team in Hunsterverse for any Monster Hunter game, it would be this team right here, so very exciting. Well, it's not like that exciting, but what I mean to say is that it's great. Check my chats again. No one's talking. Good. Once again, I would rather people not talk than me not respond to people talking to me, so yeah. We have currently been streaming for 1 hour and 20 minutes. But because I'm on the run, we're going to go for longer. So that's kind of how it works. If I'm drinking spirits, generally I'm in a relaxed enough mood to just continue playing for a lot longer than usual, so. But I'm not going to stream for like a super long time. It'll be like 2.5 hours to 3 hours. 3 hours is going to be the absolute maximum. I'm not going to go for longer than that. That's ridiculous. I do have things that I need to do today. I haven't eaten today. It's like nearly 2 PM. Sorry, nearly 2 PM. So, of course. I didn't even know this was an arena quest, to be honest, but anyway. Guess we'll fight Baleful first. It's probably a good thing that I brought combination materials. Even though these guys will die pretty quickly, we do have a lot of monsters to kill here, so. Yeah. I do love this music a bit better. It's not the original arena music from Trident. I'm pretty sure that exists in this game. It might. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe this replaced it. Maybe it did. It's one of the most epic themes in the Monster Hunter series as far as I'm concerned. The tri-arena theme. I don't often run normal gun in this game, but I'm doing it now. And I find this to be the best normal gun to use in terms of damage, so. It's often used as a crouch pellet gun, I believe, but I certainly don't use it for that. So oftentimes when people equip this gun, it is expected that everyone's going to get pelleted to hell, but not me. I'm not retarded, fortunately. Very fortunately. Let's try and get closer, which is much easier when you've got Evade Extender. Evade Extender is the way to go, seriously. Makes a world of difference when you're running Evade Extender. I can't even see my shot count, to be honest, because of my webcam setup, but I've discussed that before. Just assume that everything on the far right side of my screen is invisible to me, because it is. Well, not necessarily. Once it gets to a certain height, I can see it. Like, for example, I can see the map, because that's high enough above my webcam for me to be able to see that. Oh god. That was a little dangerous. Is he coming back? He is. Oh, fuck! No, he's coming back again. Thank God for evade extender. Holy shit. You're crazy, man. Oh. Gigginox is having a bad day over there. He just got a Ludroth ploughing into him. Just to make his day a little bit worse, you know. Is he dead? Yeah, he is. Oh, look out. No! I managed to roll into it, actually. Which wasn't too great. I'll show you the skills for this set, by the way. I don't think I've shown you guys. We've got Evade Extender, Attack Up Medium, Recovery Speed +1, Weakness Exploit, Normal Up. Of course, Weakness Exploit is very useful with a normal set. Although, I believe in this game, Weakness Exploit, unless there is a mistranslation, it is possible that there is a mistranslation in this game, but the description for Weakness Exploit in this game is actually Weakness Exploit from 4th Generation, where it gives you increased affinity when hitting a weak point. But I do believe that it gives you increased damage when hitting a weak point, because that's just how Weakness Exploit was in the older games. This was the first game that included Weakness Exploit, by the way. So I would say, I mean, you wouldn't even call it a mistranslation, you would call it someone got information from the wiki and pasted it over whatever the Japanese description of the skill was, without actually checking to see if it matched up with the original Japanese content, so I don't know. Apparently I haven't healed. Does that make any sense? Did I carve without realizing? Maybe I did. No. Maybe I was healed by someone's life powder. Actually, I think all I got hit by was poison, so I must have healed myself with antidotes before I lost any more health than I have currently lost now. Or maybe there was a life powder as well. I have not been paying attention at all. Anyway. Oh, my green screen is fucking up again. Let me fix that. This is why I check, you know. Trying to move my microphone so that it's not so much in shot. Anyway. It's good that I'm adjusting these things, seriously. Looks like we're fighting Agnaktor first, which I find to be kind of... letting either of these monsters stay alive is kind of a bad thing. I should have taken the time to combine my shots, but... Oh, yeah, I couldn't see my shot count, so... Did not... I guess click. Excuse me. Aim for the chest. Is the chest or the head a weaker raw damage point? Or which one is a greater raw damage weakness? I do not know. Top up with a regular potion, and then of course we will start combining our shots. Unfortunately, I have to stand still to get a consistent auto combination like this. If I move at the same time that I do this, it does not combine my shots consistently. Oh, Bri died. Rough. What are you doing, man? Now that I think about it, I don't think his play has ever been that amazing. He just plays a lot. But as a result, he has the best possible sets, so it's pretty good. His damage output's usually pretty damn good. So. Oh, he's gonna laser us. He appeared in the perfect place for me. To be safe from his lasers and then also gun him. Have to look out for Mr. Barroth here. Yeah, I don't mind this theme, to be honest, but I do much prefer the arena theme from Tri. I think it's so ridiculous that an Agnaktor would be burying under the sand. Like, can he really manage that? He probably can, but still. I was worried that... Oh. I was worried that the head was going to hit me and then the tail hit me anyway. Rightio. Whatever works, man. What I meant was whatever works for Agnaktor. Obviously neither of those things worked out for me so well. Akantor is on the ground. Draw a reload and get back to the fire. One thing I like about this gun is that it's sort of like a clock almost. I call it a clock for lack of a better term. It's mechanical like a there is a more technical term for that I cannot think of. Whatever the profession of clock winding is, oh shit. Sorry, Discord's going off again. The reason why I apologise is because for those of you who are watching who have Discord, you would probably think that you just got a Discord notification. It was the same thing back when Skype was actually relevant, and people recording things had their Skype notifications going off. And I was a victim of that. I would think, oh, I got a message on Skype. No, I didn't. It was whoever was recording the thing that I'm listening to right now. So, yeah. Alrighty. So, Jade Barroth is indeed exhausted. So, he's not going to last much longer, I don't think. There we go. That is the quest. I thought there were more than 4 monsters, but apparently not. There you go. I had it in my head that there were 5. Whatever works, man. Obviously that doesn't make any sense, but don't question it. Anyway. I believe that was the last epic hunt that I had to complete, so I'll probably do my TY. Actually, Bry can probably do his TY. Let me just bring the chat up so you can see what I'm about to do. I'm about to stalk Bry. Give me a second. Shit, what's his fucking name in Discord? Why are people so annoying? They never have the right name. They always change their names or have a different name to what they have in game, and I can't remember Bry's name in Discord. Sometimes it's BRY, sometimes he changes it. I was trying to see if he had a bonus or not. I don't care anymore, that's what I've decided. People annoy me, officially. We're gonna sell that Wyvern Stone. Alright. And we'll sell the rest. Okay. I would have more mining materials, or mineable materials, I should say. What's a better term for that? Let's just call them mineable materials. I would have more because of all the mining runs that I did, but I've actually sold a lot of it for money in the past. So if I show you my inventory, I probably don't have too much left in there. Let's have a look. I have a lot of fire cell actually still, in spite of all I have sold, which is kind of funny. A lot of fusium as well. Fusium is very interesting because union ore was the original term for fusium, so that would indicate to me that FUC, or the FU might mean fuse, like to fuse into one, fusium ore, because union, fusion. That's my personal theory on that. Oh. Bry is the guy with the ridiculously long name. He changed his name to this ridiculous name. Hold on. See the stupid name above? The crown... Oh, I see. I can actually see the BRY. He's got like the musical note. Some silly R a Y with an umlaut on it, for lack of a better term. And then, is it G? Sorry, I need to brush up on my Japanese, but whatever that hiragana is. No, that's katakana, isn't it? Yeah, it's katakana, sorry. And then he's got like a pitchfork, he's got the iron cross. That's not the official name for that symbol, but I call it the iron cross. Borath Flame Dragon Burhei. For the love of my arse. Seriously. Anyway. I thought he was the guy who invaded before, but he was actually Bri. I just didn't realise because none of what was in that name was identifiable as that guy for me. Okay, so apparently I've cleared everything that I have available. When you've got the silver clear, it means that you've cleared everything that you have available to you. So, obviously I have some quests that I've yet to unlock, but whatever. I don't know what to do next. What should we do? Maybe we'll do the... I probably still have some Zinogre Sky Emeralds that I need, so... I'm going to ask if they want to do the Peaks Epic Hunt. I'm assuming that's what it was called. I just can't remember it. I think we called it the Peaks Epic Hunt. It's this... Hold on. Which one is it? This one. No? Where is it? It's not this one. Where is it? Oh, it's Peaks event. Or is it called an epic hunt? It is gonna be... Oh god, it's an event epic hunt. This one here. This is the one that I meant. And I don't think you can see that. Let me show you. Oh no, you can see that. I got rid of the chat. I thought I had kept the chat up. The Naga, Zinogre, Silos, GM. Anyway. This might be my last hunt. Actually no, we will continue to hunt until we hit the 2-hour mark at the very least. That's what I've decided. Need to go and get some food and then actually do something in my day. It's like 2:15 PM. Haven't done anything, haven't left my room. And no, I'm not a shut-in. Just I got to sleep at like 3:30 last night. So I woke up at midday. I'm assuming everyone's down for this, so therefore I will change to the set that I tend to use for this quest, which is, I think... Where is it? I made a specific set for it. No, sorry, it's over here. Here we go, KO gold. This is what I did. Cool. So the idea is that I can get great luck for this particular quest because this quest, it gives you a higher chance to get the rare items for all of the monsters in the quest. So that's Duramboros, Zinogre, and the Rathian and Rathalos monsters. There isn't really a rare item that you can get from Nargacuga, so yeah. Not low rank. Here we go. This is the one we want. We're not going to grind this quest. We'll just do one. I'll let them know. It's stupid because I typed what we were going to do in the chat, but they didn't read it, so now they're having to go and change weapons and stuff. Whatever. Weiss is typing apparently. Put away this stuff, don't really need it. Weiss says he doesn't have anything good. Guess he doesn't play as much Horrible Third as he does other Monster Hunter games. I think he mostly plays Freedom 1 and Freedom Unite. Dragon. Briar's running Tigrex Greatsword. Ooh, Fortify. He shouldn't be dying though. Isn't Fortify the skill form of feline? There's a cat skill which is the equivalent to that. Fortify is like you die and you get more damage, I'm pretty sure. We'll run Ultra Lucky Cat. This is a quest where I actually want it. Weiss says, I don't have anything good, at least Dragon works on Gold Rathian. We'll see how things go. No promises that it'll be amazing, but... V3's running Thunder. Honestly, this... I have to say, I've done this quest a lot of times with a lot of different teams. This is probably one of the worst prepared teams I've had so far. And I was talking up these guys quite a lot, but I guess they're just kind of neutral to what's going on. They're like, whatever, we'll just do whatever. So, we'll see how long it takes. Generally, with a good team, this quest takes about 10 to 12 minutes. With a not so good team, about 15 minutes. So, we'll see how this goes. If we can do it in under 12 minutes, then good team. If not, then average team, we'll say. I did this quest a lot with the two skies, Sky and Sky Thick. And also one other person who likes to talk a lot. Weiss is asking what Fortify does. Don't know what he's saying. What does Fortify do? Wait, it doesn't. Is he saying it doesn't do anything? I'm not going to let him card twice. That would really suck. Because then we would be at risk of failing the quest, so seriously, let's not. I'd prefer if none of us died. So that's the most ideal situation. We'll see how things go. Oh dear. As I said, if we can do this in under 12 minutes, we are doing well. I don't have resistance to raws with this set, sadly, which bothers me, but because normally I have raw resistance when using the hammer. But I've given up my raw resistance for the benefit of great luck. I only need like one Zinogre Jasper, that's all I need. So if I can manage to get that in this quest, then things are going well for me. But there's no guarantee that I will manage that. Whoop. Thanks for the invincibility frames, I suppose. My defense is not too great with this set. What is my defense? 399? What's like ideal G rank defense in this game? It's in excess of 400, I'm pretty sure. I think you can get as much as 500, so why do I have such lacking defense here? Huh. Don't know really. Oh, fortunately that did not come after me. Stay out of range of the roar and then come in. Oh, I was just on the edge of that. Unfortunate. Oh, I was hoping for invincibility frames with that roll. Did not happen. Oh! God, I'm not having a good day right now with this Nargacuga. Not what I wanted at all. I'm sort of checking the chats on and off just in case someone's talking to me, but so far pretty much no one's talked to me. So. Except for one guy who talks to me once per month on my live streams. I'm not actually banking on a KO here. Pretty much the only monster that I bank on a KO with is Duramboros. I always trap him on spawn. I don't know if I've actually done this quest on camera before. I might have, but I just have no recollection of having done that. It's definitely possible, but I'm not sure. That was scary. I was like right in line to get hit by that tail and I was just out of the hitbox. Missed that upswing. Oh, don't let him leave. Don't let him leave. Oh, we got him into rage mode, not range mode. Shit. Don't let him leave. Come on, guys. If we let him leave, we're a shit team, officially. Like, that's the rule. We let the Nargacuga leave, everyone. That's never a good sign. Never a good sign. Seriously. If you are not able to kill the Nargacuga, like one zone the Nargacuga, that's generally a bad sign as far as the rest of the quests. So, yeah. I've had a lot just today, I just realised. That's good. I think I went from here to here. Anyway. It's good. The sooner I get this bottle over and done with, the sooner I'll be onto the good whiskies. Because for whatever reason I randomly decided that I wanted to get that particular bottle of rum. And I feel like a nice peated whiskey at this point. I don't know, I'll get a Glenmorangie or a Talisker 10-year-old, something like that. Oh, golden egg! Get moving, man. Get moving. I have a golden egg to carry around and display to my friends as the achievement of the quest. Hello everyone. Look at my golden egg. Yorokobe. Rejoice in the presence of my golden egg. Don't stop it. He's gonna try and upswing me or kick me, something like that. Leave my golden egg alone. This is my special egg. I will fight the Zinogre with my egg. Wouldn't it be great if you broke the... Oh, what? I think he intentionally killed himself. Most definitely. Which I'm kind of okay with, except for the fact that he's not here hunting right now. So by the time he comes here, the Zinogre will be probably 2/3 of the way to being dead. Maybe... No, maybe not 2/3. Because Bri will be able to get hit pretty quickly. Still. Head opportunity. Need to make the most of it. Oh, I missed the golf swing, shit. Maybe lag compensation will have allowed me to hit his head there. Didn't get the super pound there. sadly. Heal up. I do try to get one KO on the Zinogre. Generally, his charging gives me the opportunity to do that. Here we go. Missed it. He got flinched out of that charge immediately. Come on! His head is very interesting in that you can get his sort of chin. It's quite reachable. It doesn't look reachable, but it is. My accuracy's quite bad. I was about to say off the charts, but that means the opposite to what I was wanting to actually say. Alright, he's going to go for a charge. I'll super pound it first. I'm sorry, Bri. Okay. He did get... That was interesting. You saw that. I think he managed to get the charge off, but then he got affected by my whatever. My super pound. My whatever. Specific, yes. Okay. Just wind press. I was worried that I would actually get hit by that attack. Charging? No. He'll charge now. Yes. Come on, KO. Go swing him. Oh well. My performance is a bit lacking in this quest, but that's alright. Turn around, turn around. Not fast enough. Whoa. Managed to get one hit there. I think he's really close. Damn, he went for the worst possible attack. Of course, Thunderblight getting me stunned. He's not going to last much longer, but I just want to get a KO. Come on, are we letting two monsters get away? This is terrible. We're gonna get like... This is gonna take like 17 minutes or something ridiculous. God, our performance is really bad. This is a bad team, guys. I was talking up this team so much, but this is actually like not a good run at all. I'm just gonna put it out there. But having said that, my performance has been lacking, so I'm not going to act as if I'm not one of the reasons why this hunt has gone kind of poorly. So, yeah. Anyway. What I do for Duramboros, who is the next monster to be spawning, is I put down a trap for him. It will be a pitfall. And the place to actually put it is right by these flowers. He will spawn into the trap, and he will be KO'd either in the trap or just after he gets out of the trap. That is achievable with KO King. So, that is the situation. And after the trap plus KO, he should die. That's going to be the measure of success here. That will be the measure of success. If he dies after the KO, that will be our measure of success. I'm bouncing off his head. This is not ideal. This is not ideal at all. There we go. So he should die after the KO, because after the KO he will automatically remove himself from the trap. Trying to get a goal swing, but I keep bouncing off his fucking head. Okay, good team. The team is actually decent, after all. Maybe performance hasn't been so good. Damage output is alright, but I think performance is the lacking aspect here. So, that's alright. Oh, I do still have one more Mega Potion that I need to carve. Whis is saying LMAO in response to that immediate kill. That is, however, standard. Alrighty. So we'll have Gold Rathian spawning over here. And Silver Rathalos comes within like 2 minutes of the Gold Rathian spawning if we engage her here. So that gives us about 2 minutes to kill the Gold Rathian before Silver Rathalos appears. If Silver Rathalos does come, then we have to try and focus on Gold Rathian. Because there's no point focusing on Silver Rathalos if Gold Rathian is still here, and she is at like a third of her health. Because that will just force us to engage 2 monsters at the same time for longer than is necessary. So... KOing this monster is kind of hard for me. I do it from time to time, but I tend to not be successful in that venture. Unless there's like a trap and other good players. But, yeah. Just hoping to not get caught in that, and fortunately I didn't. No raw resistance. Once again, that's a big problem. Just to make it very clear, I do not usually run hammer without raw resistance. That's like a standard for me. Come on, baby. There. Upswing. There we go. Oh, I took that head on. Rough. We can do it again. No, still in the air. Get out of that. Still going. Come on, lady. Silver Rathalos is about to appear. Rough. Okay, so Whis is indeed using Dragon. Oh, I do not have life powders. I'm sorry, Whis. You are going to die unless you leave the area and heal. So that is good. There we go. There's the KO. Aiming for the wing. Oh, missed the golf swing, but I think lag compensation will have allowed me to hit that. Golf swing. Pretty sure not even lag compensation would have helped for that. Okay, Silver Rathalos must be here by now. No? What's going on with him? He's being lazy today. Normally he would have been here by now. Okay, now he's here. He's been really slow, I have to say. Usually he's here before this point. Alright, come on, kill her. Shit. That lack of raw resistance really makes me sad. So she'll go to the next area along. We'll get to her quickly. Let's kill her first. I would prefer 2 on 2. 2 for gold, 2 for silver, but yeah. It looks like that's what will happen. I've got V3 with me to deal with gold. She'll appear here. I like these guys. They went 2 on 2. It's not necessary for 4 people to kill this almost dead Gold Rathian, that's the point. Nice. Hit the wings. This should, yeah. I couldn't even finish the sentence. This should kill her is what I was going to say. I need some mega potions indeed. I love that immediate sharpen from V3. That's nice. Smooth. Alright. Oh, Silver is coming to join the dead Gold Rathian, which admittedly is a little bit sad. But, yeah. Come on, drop down. No. I'll swing him. I tried. As long as you try, that's all you can ask for. Oh, come on! That's just rude. I think lag compensation would have managed to have me hit that. Oh, I think I launched V3. Ow. Sorry, V3. By the way, bad team, because we're past 15 minutes by far at this point. Oh well. Makes me wish that I had recorded one of our better hunts for this particular quest, but anyway. I think that was a wing break mid-air, which is very nice. There we go. Aim for the other wing. I think lag compensation will have made up for that. There we go, there's the other wing. Soon to die. Soon to die. Come on, kill him. There we go. Done. And I'll get my mega potions. That's a dead Rathalos, isn't it? Anyone talking? No. Wasn't too bad of a hunt. Wasn't too bad. Oh, that actually is not so good. Not too far from whatever it is, 19 minutes. Alright, so that's all I got out of that, a Rathian ruby. Not quite what I wanted, but whatever. Alright. That's my second gold crown small for Duramboros. Okay. So how long have we been recording for? Let's have a look. 2 hours and 3 minutes? I feel like we just need to do one more hunt. I don't know what it will be, but I want to do one more hunt. Oh, I see. V3 is Hunsterbot now. So if I show you guys, this confused me. I thought that, see Hunsterbot, and you've got a Hunsterverse bot. So I thought a Hunsterbot was actually the Hunsterverse bot, but it wasn't. It's actually V3. That's why I couldn't ping him, because he changed his name to Hunsterbot. Seriously, these people. They change their names every like 2 months. So annoying. I'm just reading the chat at this point. I hope that overrated noob is joking, because it's not cheating, you retard. He plays a lot, long story short. But it is worth... You're the third person to attempt to report me. Look, the point is he actually plays a lot. But there are a lot of people on Hunsterverse who cheat. It is impossible to get those money. Yep. I'm not sure what we're doing next, but we'll do something. What's a fun hunt? Amatsu, Latreon. Let's do an Akantor. That'll be a fun way to end the live stream. I should have pinged the party, but I didn't. Anyway, I will use something. I don't know what set I'm going to run for this. Let's do high-grade earplugs. The reason why I have two sets for this is because one set is good for weapons that have a certain amount of sharpness that cannot be boosted by sharpness +1. So one has sharpness +1, one doesn't. So I probably want a dragon weapon for this. Let's go switch axe. That is a Latreon weapon, so we want non-sharpness +1 because Latreon weapons have set sharpness. So, as you can see, yeah, full white sharpness despite having no sharpness +1. So, these people are retarded. Seriously, reporting V3 for cheating on Hunsterverse, that's a great way to get the biggest retard award. Just putting it out there. It's a great way to get that particular award. Let's go and do Akantor. I don't feel like a Carlos. Carlos is not my game. I'm not into that guy at all. Alright, so after this quest, I think we will be done with this live stream. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I know, like, pretty much no one is watching live. That's normal. But I know a lot of you guys do watch the past broadcast, and I do appreciate all of you guys who do indeed watch. So, and for those people, I do apologize that I've not really been uploading lately, so try to remember that I mostly try to have at least one Monster Hunter live stream, as you're seeing right here, per week. So I will try to aim to do that each time. Cat Slave number 1 is ready. Of course, because we do have 4 people, we will not be having Cat Slave joining us, but that is something we will have to live with. Oh shit. My arms need a good stretch. Oh god. Oh. God damn it. Oh. Hair. when you have long hair, oftentimes you just sort of play with it and it never looks good. But okay, it looks alright now. Right now it looks passable, but you need to play with it so that it looks passable. I say passable because I'm a perfectionist. I will never look as good as I actually want to look, so. The result of that is just to let go and stop caring. Yells is laughing because V3 is being accused for being a cheater. There's a lot of hilarity in the chat currently. So the guy who is okay, I don't know if this is all a joke, but the guy who is accusing V3 of cheating purely on the basis of the amount of money he has is saying, if I can be your guys' guild leader, I can be quiet about this. Hello? It's a Hunsterverse guild. It means nothing. That's the first thing. Second thing, you're a fucking idiot. That is if you're not being facetious right now. But anyway. I don't know. I don't care. I didn't eat, apparently. Max potion. I did not have any means to increase my stamina, but that's alright. He's coming after me, of course. Oh god. See, you can't get out of the way of that shit. Frickin' Akantor, he's too big. Alright. So once again, this is the last hunt for this particular recording. Get out of the way of this tail. Oh no. Get out of there! Nice. Excuse me, by the way. So I was surprised that I managed to... Okay, I must have raw resistance, is that right? Yes, I do, yeah. So there are two aspects to the Akantor and Ukana's raws. You have the aspect which causes actual physical damage, and then the aspect which deals the hearing flinch. So there are two ranges to take into consideration there. I was out of range of the damage part, but I was probably not out of range for the hearing flinch part. But I do have high grade earplugs, so that did not affect me. Let's get out of the way of this tail. I just got slapped. It's a bit rude. Keeping in mind, I do not need Akantor stuff right now. Like, not at all. This is just for fun. That's why all of us are hunting right now. Just for fun. Uh-oh. I'm gonna get hit. And that hurts a lot. Yeah, I think that Loki guy is being very, he's being a troll, and he's not actually intending on reporting people for legitimate cheating. One thing that annoys me is that I ended up having to use 2 max potions for this hunt, but anyway. There's no item box here, is there? No. I just kind of wanted some rations to boost my stamina, but anyway. Uh-oh. of that tail. Range. Shit. Get out of there, please. Shit. This is really bad. Did not need to die twice to this freaking monster. That would be really bad. Okay. Sort of trying to aim for the chest, but the chest is a dangerous area to aim for because you're very close to the arms, and the arms are a massive damage point for the a point of attack for Akantor. Oh, get out of the way! Shit. Those arms are a real nightmare. If you're close to those arms, you are in harm's way. That's how it works. He's being knocked down, fortunately. I don't think he's going to last too long. He'll probably die in about 7 minutes' time, that's my estimate. Not from now, but total time. I have to tell people that he's trolling. Basically, there's a guy called Loki who has indeed been acting like an idiot, and no one can actually be that stupid, so... He's just in the Hunsterverse chat accusing everyone of cheating, and I think people are taking the bait and actually getting upset about him. But he's trolling, so... Yells is being really stupid because Loki wanted to report him for saying fuck, and Yells posted a thing from the Discord search saying, which basically shows that he has said fuck 1,156 times, so... I'm not going to focus too much on the Discord drama, but basically, someone's being stupid and everyone's taking the bait, so... Nope, good flashball. I don't think he's going to last much longer than this. We have a pretty decent team in terms of damage output, so should be good. Oh! That's dangerous. Get out of the way of that. That's the annoying thing about Akantor when he is burying. He does cause these fire geysers to appear. It's a little bit more annoying in Unite though, admittedly. And Freedom 2. Freedom 2 and Unite, basically the same in terms of Akantor. Because Akantor is a high rank monster in Freedom Unite. There is technically a G rank quest for Akantor, but he drops high rank materials. In Unite, that is. So the actual G rank boy is Uragaan, who is the final boss of... I knew his face was going to hit me there. Uh-oh. This is really bad. I do not have the healing materials to deal with this situation. I'm just going to put it out there. This is so bad. I'm almost out of healing wares. Oh, I'm officially fucked. I'm just gonna make that very clear. I have to try and not get hit anymore. Hopefully he dies very soon. He should. But we'll see. Oh no. I don't know if that was iframes or I just happened to not be in the place where he was going to hit me, but that was rough. Pretty much missed all of those strikes. Need to try and get my stamina back. There we go. Shit, that took a lot longer than I thought. Oh well. Like 9 minutes. Oh! There goes my arm. And there goes the other arm. Alrighty, so we have thus far streamed for 2 hours and 20 minutes. It is almost 3 in the afternoon. I have yet to do anything today, and I need food because I've not eaten today either. So, yes, that is important for me to eat. But I do thank you all for watching. I will, once again, as I did mention previously, try to get one Monster Hunter live stream released every single week. And no one is talking, just making sure. So that's good. Let's just take all of this, doesn't matter. I will show the chat, because I'm going to bid everyone farewell. Alrighty. So that's it for me. I thank you all for watching. This has been the Doomlink's Live Hunts live stream series. This has been part 14, not including the Monster Hunter Online recording that I did previously that was called part 14. This is the real part 14, and I'll see you guys in part 15 for the live stream series whenever I plan to record that. Probably next week, but regardless, I'll see you then. Thank you for watching.